Hey everyone, this is Bhargav Suthar, and today we will start the new topic, partial order relations. Now, in this session, we will discuss what is a partial order relation, and the most important one, what is a poset, and some of the examples based on that. So first, let us understand what is a partial order relation. So first, let capital R be a relation in a set. So for to become partial order relation, first the R has to be a relation. Now what is a relation? It is a subset of the Cartesian product. Here we have one set, so it is a Cartesian product of A cross A. Okay, so first let capital R be a relation in a set A. Then capital R is said to be in partial order relation on A if and only if these three following axioms satisfied. So first one, R is a reflexive relation. Now we know that what is the reflexive relation? That is, for every A belongs to the given set, A has to be related to itself, or simply AA, the ordered pair AA belongs to the relation. Next one, R is an antisymmetric relation. Now what is an antisymmetric relation? That is, if AB, that order pair AB belongs to R, and the reverse, BA belongs to R, that implies A and B has to be same. And in short, if A is related to B and B is related to C, then both these elements are same. So this is the second axiom. And the third one, R has to be a transitive relation. What is transitive relation? If AB belongs to R and BC belongs to R, then A and C belongs to R. So in short, if A is related to B, B is related to C, then A has to be related to C. So okay, for partial order relation, R has to be reflexive, R has to be an antisymmetric, and R has to be transitive relation. Now what is an equivalence relation? So if R is reflexive, symmetric, and transitive, then we can say that it is an equivalence relation. And the main difference is here the symmetricity. If it is symmetric, then it is an equivalence relation, and the given relation is antisymmetric, then it is a partial order relation. So let's take example, the first one. So the question is, let capital N be a set of natural numbers and R is a relation defined on the set N as this R is set of all AB such that A divides B, or we can say that B is divisible by A, and it is A is related to B if and only if A divides B. Then show that it is a partial order relation. So obviously we need to just check all those three conditions. So the first one, for every A belongs to N, A divides itself. So A divides A. So that means the ordered pair AA belongs to the given relation. So hence it is a reflexive relation because any number divides itself. The second one, now we just take two elements. For AB belongs to the set of natural numbers. If A is related to B and B is related to A, then that means A divides B and B divides A. And obviously AB belongs to N. So that implies A and B both are same. You can check for any number in the set of natural numbers. Now, if instead of here, instead of N, if we have a set of integers, then the anti-symmetry will not hold. For example, if 4 divides minus 4 and minus 4 divides 4, but 4 and minus 4 both are different numbers, so that won't satisfy. Next, so that means R is an antisymmetric relation. And the third one, for transitivity, we need to take three elements. So let A, B, C belongs to N. And first, if A is related to B and B is related to C, then by the definition of the given relation, A divides B and B divides C. And that is very obvious that A divides C. You can take any example, just like 1 divides 5 and 5 divides 10. So 1 divides 10. Now 3 divides 9 and 9 divides 18, then obviously 3 divides 18. So it will be proved in any case. So that means A is related to C. So hence R is a transitive relation. So since R is reflexive, antisymmetric and transitive, so it is a partial order relation. Let us take second example. The question is, the given set is S equals to 1, 2, 3, and this P of S, we know this notation, it is a power set of something or power set of S, and that is, now here if S contains 3 elements, so its power set will contain 2 raised to 3, that means 8 elements. And which are they? They are 5, 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, 3, and the last set itself, that is 1, 2, 3. R is a relation defined on set P of S, as A is related to B if and only if A is a subset of B. Then show that R is a partial order relation on the power set of S. So first we need to check the reflexivity, the antisymmetricity, and the transitivity. So for the first reflexive relation, now see, every set is a subset of itself. So that is very obvious. So A is a subset of itself. So A is a subset of A. So that means A is related to A. For every A, you can take any elements from the power set of S. So A is related to A. For every A belongs to power set of S. So hence R is a reflexive relation. Now for second, antisymmetry. We need to take two elements. So let A is related to B and B is related to A. So by the given definition of the relation, A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A. Now this is the result of the set theory, that if A is a subset of B and B is a subset of A, then it is clearly both the sets are same. So that means A equals to B. So hence it is an antisymmetric relation. And the last one, for the transitivity, just take three elements A, B, C, any three elements from power set of S. So that means A is subset of B and B is subset of C. So we can clearly say that A is a subset of B, and that means A is a subset of C. So hence R is a transitive relation. So since it is reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive, so it is a partial order relation. Now let us take note that this relation less than or equals to, just like the subset relation, the relation less than or equals to, it is also a partial order relation on the set of real numbers, that is R. And in same manner, the relation greater than or equals to, it is also a partial order relation on the set of natural numbers or real numbers. Now let us take very important topic, what is a partial ordered set, or in short, what is a poset. Let capital A be any non-empty set and R be a partial order relation. So just remember here, this R has to be a partial order relation instead of a relation. So again, let A be any non-empty set and let R be a partial order relation on the given set A. Now a set A together with the partial order relation is called a partial ordered set or simply a poset. And its notation, the ordered pair, it is defined as like this: A, comma R, and that is a poset. Examples. First, capital S is a non-empty set and P of S, that is power set of S. Then the relation, the subset relation, it is a partial order relation we just discussed on set P of S. Hence, the set, the ordered pair P of S and the relation subset, that is known as a poset. Second example, A is related to B if and only if A divides B. We know that it is a partial order relation on a set of natural numbers. See, on a set of natural numbers, because in set of integers, it will not be true. So on set of natural numbers, and hence the set of natural numbers and R, whatever the set or whatever the relation, is a poset. Now note, this relation less than or equals to, it is a partial order relation on set of real numbers. So hence, generally, this less than or equals to is used to denote the relation on the set A as partial order relation, and we denote it like this: A less than or equals to, and that is a poset. Let's take one example of poset. So the question is, Draw the diagram for the following relation and determine whether the relation is reflexive, symmetric, transitive, and antisymmetric. And is it poset? So let us check. The set is given, capital A is from 1 to 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the relation is given, x is related to y whenever y is divisible by x. Or simply we can say that x divides y. So the solution here, A is given. Now the relation. First we'll create what is the relation and in which how many elements will be there. So R will be like this. How? Just take first element 1. Now the relation is x, y is divisible by x or x divides y. Both are same. So we'll just consider x divides y. Now just fix 1. So see 1 divides 1. That means 1 divides itself. So 1 pair will be there. Then 1 divides 2. So 1 2. So in same manner 1 divides each and every elements on the given set. So 1 divides 2, 1 3, 1 4, 1 5, 1 6, 1 7, 1 8. So this 8 elements will be very obvious. So now next, just fix 2. Now 2 divides itself. So that means 2 2 pair will be there. Now 2 does not divide 3. So that pair won't be there. So next, 2 4, yes, it will be there. Then 2 5, no. Then 2 6. So 2 divides 6. So that means 2 6 pair will be there. Next, 2 8. So the job of 2 is done. Now next, just fix 3. So 3 does not divide 4, so that pair won't be there. Now 3 5, no. Then 3 6, yes, 3 divides 6, so 3 6 pair will be there. Next, just fix 4. Now 4 divides 4 itself, so that means 4 4, 4 4 pair. Next, 4 divides 8, that means 4 8 ordered pair. Then next, fix 5. 5 divides itself and nothing, then nothing. Now next, 6 divides itself, then 7 divides itself, and last 8 divides itself. So in relation there will be, I think, 20 ordered pairs. So 20 ordered pairs will be there. Now first, for reflexivity, here R is reflexive. Why? Because see, each and every element divides itself, so it is obvious, so it is a reflexive relation. Next, R is not symmetric. Why? Now see, now to prove anything, it has to be true for any numbers, or here in case for any 8 numbers. Now to disprove anything, you just need to have one counter example, and that is here. For symmetricity, if A is related to B, then B has to be related to A. But here, you can see that here, 1 is related to 2, but 2 is not related to 1. That means 2 1 pair is not in the given relation. So that means it is not symmetric. The third one, transitive. So here R is transitive. You can check for any example. Let us take 1 is related to 2 and 2 is related to 2. So that means 1 has to be related to 2. So is 1 2 pair there? Yes, it is there. 1 2. Next, 1 is related to 4 and 4 is related to 8. So is 1 8 pair there? So yes, it is there. So 1 8. So you can check for any example. So it is a transitive relation. And last, it is an antisymmetric relation. In that, which numbers will be there? That means this pair. 1 1 pair will be there. Then 2 2, 3 3, 4 4, 5 5, 6 6, 7 7, and 8 8. So it is an antisymmetric relation. So that means it is a poset. How? Because it is reflexive, antisymmetric, and transitive. So it is a poset. But it is not an equivalence relation because it is not symmetric one. Now the last question is draw the diagram. So we need to draw a diagram for this given relation. So it will be like this. We have total 8 numbers. So 8 numbers are there, and these loops represent the reflexivity. That means all loops will be there. The ordered pairs 1 1 2 2 4 4 6 6 and so on. And like this here, 1 is related to 4. See, 1 is related to each and every number. So these many edges, that means 8 edges will be there. Then next, 4 is related to 8, 6 is related to itself only, then 3 is related to 6, then 2 is related to 8, 4, 6. So this will be the diagram. Thank you.